Hey Marcus, what's up, buddy? Hey Andrew, how's it going? Did you see the big pull today? I did not. No. Answer is no. I was at the dentist earlier today, and um, yeah, no, I did not. What'd you get? Best turn 4 boxes get opened at Phoenix. Jumbo 101 DW with half a Winston patch and a Zilich Kavroom. The crowd went crazy. Oh, I bet. Yeah, that's a pretty cool. That might be my biggest knock on this product is I wish they didn't put arguably two of the best cards out of a case in the same box, but it seems that's the situation. Pulled a Hogan Flair 101 auto. Oh, nice, Marcus. That's cool. Out of the new Panini Combat Anthology product. I have no earthly idea what you're talking about. I'll have to look that up because I don't... That's the first I've heard of that. But if it's anything beyond wrestling, then that's probably why. And sounds like it might be more like multi-layered fighting and combat type stuff. So, but that's cool. Hogan Flair 101 is awesome. That's awesome for sure. Can't go wrong with that. Mixed bag of combat sports. Nice. The Shields here in Arizona, a ton of Mega Select. I was geeked out. Oh, cool. Nice, Andrew. Yeah, I'm excited to open these Mega boxes that we got. And then, if you haven't seen the schedule yet, I do have a case of Megas for Sunday. So Sunday night, 5 o'clock, I'll be posting a full case of select Megas. So it's 20 boxes. It's a lot of cards. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take us a little while to get through it all. But I figured, what the heck, you know? So we'll keep it as a case. See what we do with it. So, all right, here is our list for tonight. This was posted last night. I don't know. We hit kind of a weird lull last night, and things got kind of slow. So I'm not sure what was going on. Maybe everybody was watching the awards banquet last night. I don't know. But things kind of hit a little bit of a wall last night, so to speak. So, anyways, here is our list for the 6-box mixer. And then I will go over our filler stuff. So filler looks like this. We got first, second, third place that we're looking for, and 1 through 20 on the filler list. So those spots will be allocated once we run these ducks. All right. I don't know what's up with that. But we need 20 spots. 19, we need 20. There we go. We'll set this bad boy and get this show on the road for you guys. We'll shuffle them one time. And good luck, everybody. Here we go. I thought I touched it. Apparently I didn't. Oh, it would help if you guys could see, probably, huh? Let me tilt you down so you can see the duck race a little better. Who's it going to be? Nobody really wants to lead this thing. This could come right down to the wire. 20 on the inside. All right, so 20, and then I wasn't paying attention to anything else. So 20, 18, and 6. So first place is duck 20, and that's going to be Bob Kroger. Second is 18, and that'll be Glenn McKay. And third will be duck 6, and that is Storm Ghost. So here's how that looks now that we've run the duck race. Number 20, 18, and 6. So 20 is Bob Kroger, gets the Deegans, Chandler Smith, DW, Eric Jones, Kyle Weatherman, Gio Ruggiero, Greg Biffle. Glenn McKay gets Josh Williams, Justin Bonsignor, Kaz Gralla, Joe Nemechek, Kurt Busch, Lane Riggs, Nick Sanchez, Jake Garcia. And then Storm Ghost gets the Sam Mayer, Vinnie Miller, Sammy Smith, Thad Moffitt, and the Grays to cap things off. So I'll keep this thing semi-handy just in case we need it for something. Never know. Towards the end of the break, I will go over, probably before the recap, I will go over our repack break for tomorrow night. I'll go through the details of that for you guys and talk about it a little bit before we do the recap tonight. So you'll get a couple minutes of me blabbing and talking, but I always like to try to give you guys as much info about that ahead of time as I can. So, all right, first mega box that I've opened. Like I said, I do have a whole case for Sunday. I'll just leave them right here. So there's the box, empty. Looking for 2 autos or relics. My guess is more often than not we're going to see 2 relics or 1 auto, 1 relic, 1 auto and 1 relic. But probably not going to see 2 autos very often, if ever. Probably not going to see 1 auto very often, if I'm being realistic. Tanner Gray, silver. I guess we'll find out, though. The Orange Ice, Chris Buescher. It's the first time I've seen these. I like those. That's sharp. Those are not numbered, but nice parallel. Kawicki, Raja, Chris Buescher, and we got Noah Gragson. Jesse Love, Alfredo, Ryan Blaney, silver. And Orange Ice, Ryan Preece. Jeremy Clements, and black and white. Ryan Blaney, that's a nice, that matches the color of that car really well, that paint scheme. That's really cool. 59 out of 149 for Blaney. That's going to go to Robert Rich. Yeah, that card matches that car really well. That's pretty cool. I like the black and white. First time seeing that as well. Orange Ice Logano. Silver Ryan Preece. SVG. Muniz. And we're going Brandon Jones. Okay, so cracked ice, selective swatches, sheet metal. Brandon Jones is going to go to Scott Dixon. I like those. Those are cool. Very sparkly. Sparkly. I kind of felt like going into the retail products for Select, I kind of felt like the Megas might be a better box than the Blasters. So I'm curious to see if I still feel that way after Sunday's case. I'll be curious to see if I feel like that's still the situation or not. We might have some gold back there. It's not orange. That might be gold back there. We'll get to it. Parker Chase. Parker Chase goes to Billy Joe. If I sound like I'm slurring or talking funky, forgive me, because I had a filling done in the very front of my mouth, and I'm still a little numb from noon today. Jeremy Clements, Orange Ice. And yeah, Caden Honeycutt. That's a 4 of 10 gold ice. I'm going to have to go grab some mags. I didn't get any mags out. Caden Honeycutt will go to Eric Patton on the gold ice to 10. So let me grab some mags real quick. Easy fix. They're literally right on the shelf, just on the other side of the room. So it's not like I had to go, mountain biking to go find them. Did anybody watch the awards banquet last night? I tried, but there was so much going on in our house between what I was doing with work and card stuff and everybody else, using devices, that that the streaming just wasn't working very well for me, so I just kind of gave up. 4 of 10, Caden. That's nice. We're not going to put anything remotely those two colors together this month because that's not something we do in this house. Eric Amarola, Jimmy Johnson, Sam Mayer, and Kevin Harvick. Only 3 cards in this pack. Lane Riggs, Austin Hill, and a silver. Young Money Champion. I'm excited. I made 2 customs. If anybody is interested in a custom Champion Kyle Larson set, I made 2 different ones. I'm pretty excited to print them and have them, finished. But you'll have to message me. It's going to be, I'm probably only going to make a couple extras. And when they're gone, they're gone. So if you want one or think you want one, you'll have to message me. Silver, Brandon Jones. And Corey Day. Orange Ice. I think you're right, Andrew. I think there was 5 cards in that pack that had the gold. Now that you say that. Because we ended up with 2 parallels in that pack. I do think you're correct. What in the world? We got 1 pack. Okay, let me get rid of the box. I was trying to do it one-handed. That's obviously not working. We got 1 pack that just doesn't want to cooperate, so we'll put them up here. Ross, Hocevar. I think I've seen more silvers out of a mega box than some of the hobby boxes so far. I think there's more silvers in these. Because silvers were kind of... You didn't get very many in a box. I would say maybe 4 per hobby box, roughly. Like, you just didn't get a lot of silvers. Definitely more in the megas, for sure. Corey Heim. Chandler Smith. Anybody see Heim's girlfriend Taylor at the awards? Whew, I think I tweeted about it. I think he might have outkicked his coverage. I mean, we all knew she cleaned up nice and all that, but wow. Daly, C. Bell, and Sam Mayer. Kyle Petty, Connor Mozak, silver William Byron, and orange ice Kyle Busch. Yeah, you're right, Scott. Most of us probably have outkicked our coverage, so you're accurate in that statement. That's the black and white Jamie McMurray. I really like those a lot. I think these are cool looking. J-Mac goes to Will Black. 106 out of 149. And then we got Busher. Orange Ice. In case you haven't heard me mention it, now's probably a good time to talk about the fact that we have a mail sale on Saturday night. Bobby Labonte Selective Swatches Fire Suit. It's going to go to Kevin. Mail sale will start at 8:30 on Saturday and run to 11, so 2.5 hours. Sheldon Creed Orange Ice. I completed everything for the repack break that we will do tomorrow night earlier today. So got all the cards together for it, made the checklist for it. I just need to finish the pricing of the checklist. But going to be very similar to all the others. The only difference for the repack break for tomorrow night compared to some of the others is I'm going to tell everybody up front that there's there is 2 101s in the break. I've included 2 101s in the repack break tomorrow. And I'll even go so far as to tell everybody that at least one of them is, in fact, a jumbo patch 101. So, 22 of 49, Red Ice numbers, Kevin Harvick. Going to Will Blackman. So as far as the repack break tomorrow, I have tried to sort of amp it up a little bit with the quality of the cards. Not that the quality of the first several wasn't good. I just made more of an effort on this one specifically to try to include, some shorter printed stuff, some 101s, something that might be considered a case hit. Stuff like that. Silver Carson Quapple. And of course, with the repack break, the big thing is if your driver is on the list, guaranteed you're getting something. There's no skunks in the repack break. You're getting something no matter what. May not be an auto, may not be a relic, may not be the 101, but you're getting something for sure. So, John Hunter on the orange. We got 2 packs left. I know you guys can't see up there, but 2 packs left on the Mega. And then we'll move on to turn 4. Logano, Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier with the race used tire. Going to go to Jimmy. Again, shipping is included for all the autos and relics tonight. So if you hit an auto or relic, shipping is included. Orange Ice. BK going to finish things off for us. And with that, I can ditch the gloves too, because everything else is encased. So, since I was just talking about it, let me go ahead and mention, and let me go over the stuff for the repack break real quick. This will only take a second. So here's the info and kind of the long and the short of how the breakdown is for the repack break tomorrow. 85 drivers. There's 115 total cards, 34 autos, 31 relics, so 65 total hits spread out over 55 drivers. That means that there's only 30 drivers that don't have a, quote, hit, and there are 2 101s in the break. So that's how it breaks down, and if anybody has any questions about that, message me. I'll be glad to try to answer as much as I can without telling you, specifics on what's actually in it. But with those breaks, I want to try to be as transparent as possible while still trying to keep it a little bit fun, a little bit exciting. You can't go wrong on the value of the repacks, though. There's not many things that I'm willing to say I'm probably better than most at, but I feel like I'd put my repacks up against most. So, all right, here we go. Starting out, Bobby Labonte, 5 out of 10 on the gold SSP. The sticker was coming off. I wanted to make sure it's staying on. Bobby Labonte is going to go to Kevin. Nice hit, Kevin. With the gold. Give us a couple of golds up there. I like that. And then we got a thick boy here. Thicky thick. Thicky thick and the funky bunch. Chris Buescher. 38 of 49 on the shoe sole. Chris Buescher goes to David Brinkman. Nice hit, David. It's cool that it's red. That's pretty neat. Center stage, Thad Moffitt, 43 out of 49. Now, Thad Moffitt was in the filler and will go to Storm Ghost in that third group. Unclaimed goes to Storm Ghost. And then our patch auto, Tony B. 40 out of 99, Tony Breidinger. That's going to go to Zach Brenner. Nice hit, Zach. Very nice. Congrats with that one. Base card, Corey Day, 43 out of 75. Corey Day goes to Andrew Haywood. Nice, Andrew. And then patch, Chandler Smith. 84.99 on the tire swatches. Trying to see where I got Chandler stuck on the list. Maybe he... Where is he? There he is. Chandler Smith and DW. I was literally staring right at it. So that'll go to Bob Kroger through the filler. Nicely done, Bob. Yeah, I was literally staring right at his name. My cousin Vinny, 73 of 99, Vinny Miller. Vinny Miller also through the filler going to Storm Ghost in that third group. We've got to have a massive hit coming at some point here. Center stage, signatures. Oh, there we go. Corey Heim. 1 out of 15. It's Heim time. 1 of 15 going to Sea Salt with the red. That's nice. Here, since he's a champ, let's put him up here on the stand. Like that. Empty box. Just had to make sure. The Bobby's a gold, Kevin, out of 10. SSP. Here's the money box. I can tell you we've landed on the moon here. We got the Kavroom. Now it's just a matter of who is it. It is Ryan Blaney. That's nice. Ryan Blaney goes to Robert Rich on the Kavroom. Congrats, Robert. That'll work. Yes, sir. We'll take that. Congrats, congrats. And that should mean that we should have a nice patch as well. If the trend holds true. Chris Busher. Yeah, Fastenal. Trying to look at the serial number. Sorry for trying to blind you guys. Man, it's hard to read that. 34. I think it's 34 or 49. It's really tough to read that serial number. But certainly, Fastenal. Chris Busher going to David. That's awesome, too. Very nice patch. Congrats, David. Center stage, Sam Mayer. 9 out of 35. Sam Mayer will go to Storm Ghost. Storm Ghost's third hit in that group so far. Just goes to show, it never hurts to take a flyer on a spot, you know? Even if you don't collect them, especially with Secret Santa. I'll be posting Secret Santa details here in just a couple of weeks. So now's the time. It never hurts to take a flyer on a spot that maybe you wouldn't normally, because if you hit something, you can always add it for Secret Santa, you know, if it's not something you want to keep or sell or trade or whatever. Timeless Moments, purple, Rusty Wallace. Oh, that was a nice box. 3 out of 25. We missed Rusty's door by 1. 3 of 25, Rusty. That's going to go to Michael Clay. Nice hit, Mike. That's a really good box. You got the worst card in the box, I guess you could argue, is maybe the Sam Mayer, which doesn't suck. So, I mean, that's a really good. That's my thing. Is I wish they had spread out the better hits so that all the, you know, so-called better stuff wasn't in one box. That might be my only real knock now on this product. Otherwise, I don't have much complaints. All right. Last one. Is there any drivers in the turn 4 products on the unlisted spot? I don't think so. I don't think so, Michael. The unlisted was put there primarily to cover all the other select drivers. So I don't think so. Unless I just messed something up, but I don't think so. 39 of 75, Kyle Larson. Goes to Lewis. Our champ. But yeah, there was about 25 drivers, I think, from Select that weren't in turn 4. So I had to use the unlisted for that specifically. Chandler Smith. One more time. Chandler Smith going to Bob. And then our last 2, center stage signatures, Kyle Weatherman. $64.99. Kyle Weatherman goes where exactly? He's with Eric Jones. So Kyle Weatherman will go to Bob in the first group from the filler also. A lot of cards going to the fillers. We've had what? I think that's 6 or 7. 6 or 7 cards make it to the filler now. Center Stage Signatures. Corey Heim, number 2. 22 of 49. So you're working on the rainbow now, Andrew. Doubling up on Corey Heim. And that is that, as they say. So I will get you guys a quick recap. Definitely appreciate the support, as always. And as I mentioned, as far as value, tomorrow night, the repack break is where it's at. Because you're not going to skunk. That's the thing. So let me get you guys recapped up here. We had the gold Bobby Labonte out of 10. And we had a gold ice Caden Honeycutt out of 10 from Select. Again, don't forget, Sunday we'll do the case break. And then, of course, Saturday night is the mail sale. So plenty to go around for everybody. Lots of opportunities to add to your PC over the next 3 or 4 days. Relics, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, Bobby Labonte, Parker Chase, Chandler Smith, number 1, Jumbo Patch, Chris Busher, Fastenal. That's really cool. Chandler Smith, number 2. Chris Busher with the Thicky Thick shoe sole. Then our autos, we had Corey Heim out of 49. Kyle Weatherman. Purple Rusty Wallace out of 25. Sam Mayer. Vinnie Miller. Tony Breidinger. And Thad Moffitt. And then, of course, up on the stands, we got Corey Heim, short print to 15, truck champion. And the Kavroom, Ryan Blaney. Congrats to Robert one more time on that one. Couple of folks had really good breaks. Couple of folks had some really good stuff. So, if you had an auto or relic, shipping is included, and those will ship tomorrow. And again, tomorrow night, repack break. Be there or be square. So, everybody have a great rest of your Wednesday night, your hump day. And we will see you all next time.